Chris, and today I'll be talking about STL's standard tenor ocarina. This is a great ocarina for an intermediate to advanced player looking for a ceramic ocarina with a very dynamic and expressive tone. It's also great for newer players who might be interested in an ocarina that will help develop better breath control. The standard tenor is fully chromatic and plays in the key of C from A4 to F6, giving it a range of 1 octave plus 5 for a total of 13 notes. Here's the scale. The standard tenor is about 7 inches long, and it's about 4 inches wide. Compared with the standard soprano, it's quite a bit larger and it plays 1 octave lower. It weighs 9.8 ounces, which is about the same, just a little bit less, as an Xbox 360 controller. So here they are next to each other for another size comparison. The standard tenor is a transverse ocarina with the traditional shape, and it comes in several different colors. Many players find ocarinas with this popular shape very comfortable to play. If your middle finger is longer than your index finger, you may find this particular ocarina especially comfortable to play because the subholes are spaced just a little bit further away from the main holes, which can be beneficial for players with this hand shape. While there's no beveling around the subholes, the top surface of the ocarina is relatively flat, which makes the subholes easier to quickly cover. The standard tenor is made of glazed ceramic, so the texture is smooth like glass with a shiny glossy finish. Although tenor ocarinas are great for most hand sizes, younger players, adults with smaller hands, and players who prefer the soprano range may prefer the standard soprano ocarina instead. The standard tenor is an excellent ocarina for developing good breath control. To stay on pitch, you'll need to use softer breath pressure on the lowest notes, with an increasing amount of breath going up the scale, and by the time you reach the highest notes, you'll want to use very firm breath pressure. It projects very well for a ceramic ocarina, so it's great for performing with other instruments, but it's still soft enough to be played indoors. Because it may take some time and practice to get the best results with this ocarina, I tend to recommend it to intermediate and advanced players or players with previous woodwind experience. If you're a beginner, I recommend starting out on a less dynamic ocarina, such as the Echo, Plastic, and Florentine ocarinas. But if you're looking for a ceramic ocarina that will grow with you as a player, then I definitely recommend the standard tenor. With time and practice, it has the potential to be played very expressively. The standard tenor has a tone which is bright, dynamic, and highly responsive for a glazed ceramic ocarina. Compared with other tenor C ocarinas from STL, the standard tenor has less texture throughout the range for a cleaner overall sound. I recommend using the neck strap with the standard tenor until you become comfortable with the ergonomics. Plastic ocarinas can easily survive a fall, but the standard tenor, like any ceramic ocarina, is more susceptible to breakage. I would recommend doing this with every new ocarina until it feels comfortable in your hands and you can confidently play the high notes. To discover the best technique for playing the high notes, you may want to experiment with different techniques to find the one that works best for you. For example, I use one technique on ocarinas that have a longer tapered end, but I use a different technique on ocarinas that have the rounder submarine shape. For the best results, be sure to use plenty of breath support on the 3 highest notes. If you don't, you'll sound flat, and the notes themselves will sound very weak and airy, like this. Using the correct amount of breath and tilting forward slightly on the highest 3 notes will help you achieve a much better sound. You can practice low B and A, the 2 lowest notes, by comparing them with B and A 1 octave higher to make sure that you're using the correct amount of breath. practice, it becomes much easier to stay on pitch consistently. The tenor range is very versatile and sounds great for playing most kinds of music, so I recommend playing whatever you enjoy the most. Whether it's lively and upbeat or soft and melodic, it will probably sound great on this ocarina. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching.